2024, it has been an amazing year for some of us. It has been growth beyond comfort, right? It has been healing for me in this last year, probably more than I've experienced in my entire lifetime. And let me tell you, I'm a healer, I'm a grower, and I'm a goer. So if I'm saying I experienced the healing, I'm telling you, I'm not the only one. So 2024 is all about that infinite, right? Infinite expansion, infinite exposure, infinity around all of the things that we're wanting in our life. And for a lot of us, we want some joy, some peace, right? But the holidays don't always bring that for a lot of us. How many of you guys have experienced loss? How many of you have heartache that doesn't go away during the holidays because we miss somebody who is no longer here, or a relationship that no longer exists, or oh my gosh, there's so many other things that I could think of that cause us to have pain during this time. Not everybody is excited about the holidays, and I know that for those happy peppy people, they be tripping. They be tripping like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you happy? Celebrate the season, right? Some of us aren't in the mood to be celebrating the season. For me, for instance, I suffered a loss. Not only did I have my sister pass away in December, but she was also born in December. So one of the things that I grow through every year is the loss of her not being here, her laughter, her communication. There was so much brightness that she brought to the world. She brought a whole lot of other stuff too, but one of the things that I really appreciate about her was she had the ability to make me laugh. She had a way of communicating stories unlike anybody else that I've ever run across in my life. So, yes, I miss my sister terribly. How many of you guys are missing a loved one? Maybe more, maybe two, maybe three, maybe a whole plethora of people. I know a lot of people feel like you're all alone out there. But no, you are not alone. You are not out there dealing with this yourself. You can be, but it's only a choice. And I invite you to choose to engage with other people, especially people who may have known the person you're missing. Maybe someone who is so supportive of you, because the holidays are not exciting for everyone. They are not. The holidays can be painful for some, they can be so lonely and miserable, right? So it's up to us to really choose what we want from our life, and lean into those things. So if you are feeling all alone out there in the world, I invite you to call somebody. Call somebody that cares about you. Even though some of us think that we don't we don't have any of that. No, it's not lipstick, honey. It's like a it was because I got my tooth knocked out because somebody wanted to sock me. So it's a discoloration, but thank you for noticing. So I'm here talking about these amazing holidays and how painful they could be. So I lost my sister in December, and her birthday was in December, and my birthday is in December, and our birthday was 1 day and 1 year apart. We grew up very close. And so this is the 10-year anniversary that she's been gone. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Guess what? Today is my other sister's birthday. Today's the 16th. So my living sister, it's her birthday. So we'll sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you. Celebrate, you guys. The holidays are what we make of it. And we could live in the pain and we could drown in the pain, or we could choose to celebrate the opportunity that we had to have with these people, right? Or we could choose to not be alone. We don't have to be alone. You're very welcome. Because you know what? We get to actually create our lives. We are creating the life that we live all day, every day. So I invite you to create something amazing for yourself. What do you want for yourself? What do you want? Because this year is almost over. This is the last month of 2024. So this is your opportunity to make the best of it. We have what? 14 more days, 15 more days of 2024, and then it's going to be gone. What have you accomplished in this year? What do you want for your life? Forget about New Year's resolutions, forget about everything else. I want to ask you, what is it going to take for you to heal? Heal the hurt in your life right now. Do you have a way? Do you have a method? Do you know what it is that you want? What kind of life do you want to have? What kind of life do you want to have? Do you want to have one filled with excitement, with adventure? Do you want to have one where you have somebody to exercise and walk with and talk with? Do you want to have travel? Do you want a new home? Do you want to live in a new environment? It's up to you. Life is waiting for you, but it requires you to get unstuck. Unstuck. Because some of us are paralyzed mentally, paralyzed emotionally, spiritually. We're like in a drought. We're like, God, why don't you listen to me? God, you don't hear me. God, do you love me? Is there a God? Right? There's so many things going on. So I invite you to ask yourself, what is it that needs to be healed in your life? Does your heart need to be healed? Does your thoughts need to be healed? How much are you loving yourself? Are you catering to your beautiful self? Do you look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh my God, you're gorgeous. I love you. You're beautiful and you're smart. Because if that's not you, let's heal that. Let's get to the healing. And guess what? First of all, I want to thank the thousands of people who have gone out and already purchased my book on Amazon. But I invite you to go to Amazon and look for Release Trauma to Triumph. Again, that name is Release Trauma to Triumph. Because in my book, not only do I talk about having been paralyzed, yes, I was paralyzed in a car accident, told I would never walk again. But obviously, you could see I decided that that was not going to be my prescription. So I'm telling about my story. I'm telling about the depths of the pain that I was in physically, mentally, and emotionally, that I grew through, that I healed through. It was a freaking lot. It was a lot. It was more than I had ever anticipated, more than I ever thought I could endure. But in this book, I also share how I got through it. And I give tools and tips so that you can get unstuck, so that you can no longer experience depression, discouragement, loneliness. I want to help you create the most amazing life for yourself. But you're the only one who has the keys to those questions. You're the only one who knows the answers to what it's going to take for you to feel happiness, to feel joy, to feel fulfilled in life. What is it? Do you want a better relationship? Do you want a intimate relationship? Do you want friends? Do you want more friends? Do you want less friends? Do you want better friends? Do you want a job that pays more? Do you want an environment that is more supportive? What is it that you want in your life? The keys are all right here, all in you. So I invite you again to go out to Amazon and get the book Release Trauma to Triumph. And then you can learn more about yourself. But you could also hear my story. You want to hear my story? Okay, so it talks about so much. It talks about not only being paralyzed, it talks about when I had to go through physical therapy. Oh my gosh. And all of the medications and the pains and the fear. Do you know how fearful I was? I was so afraid. I had no idea. I had no idea if I was ever going to walk again. I had no idea if I would ever be able to care for my kids again, for my grandkids, to help with my family life. I didn't know if I was ever going to make money again, if I was ever going to have great sex again. I'm just saying. This is a no kid thing because of these things. The reality is we're grown adults, and when life happens to us, it happens in all the areas. And it is scary and it is painful. Just like when we lose somebody we care deeply for. When I lost my sister 10 years ago, it was devastating because she was only a year older than me. And look at how young I am now. It was 10 years ago. I was not prepared. I did not expect it. I did not anticipate the loss of my sister. And I know many of you probably didn't anticipate the loss of your spouse or your brother or your sister or your child or those people that you cared about. It was not in your plan. I get it. But it's time. It's time for you to start healing. It is time to give yourself permission to live your best life, because you know what I've discovered is those people loved me and they cared about me. And my sister loved me and she cared about me and she wanted for me to have a better life. She wants for me in this moment to experience my best life. She doesn't want me to be sad and crying for her, even though I do sometimes. She would rather have me celebrating and traveling and doing all the things that we did together. So when you're ready, reach out, get support. There's so much support out there for you. Call your friends, even get on social media. There are audio apps. There's apps called Clubhouse and Chatter, and you could get in rooms and you could be supported by other people who are going through the same things you are. You don't have to be alone out there in these holidays. The holiday seasons are very different to everyone. Some people are so excited about them, but other people are growing through them. They are growing through the pain that they feel, the loneliness, the desertion, the doubt, the worry. So if this is you, I invite you to start loving yourself more. I think everything is helping us to discover what we love about ourselves. What does it say? Jesus loves you too. I am so grateful. You have a very blessed and wonderful day. Thank you so much for that comment. Yes, that is the healer of all healers. So when you align yourself with Creator, with God, with Source, all things are possible. And this is, again, God wants you to have the best life ever. It says so in the Bible, in that basic instructions before leaving Earth. It says in there that God says that He promised to give you hope and a future. He's promised to give you the desires of your heart. But what are you willing to do? Because nothing comes for free. Nothing comes for free. And you know, if you get some free stuff, it probably ain't going to be the right stuff. It ain't going to be really the stuff that has been helpful. Because anything that is valuable usually isn't given away for free. Neither should you. You shouldn't give yourself away. You shouldn't give yourself away to people who don't cherish you, who don't celebrate you. So please be sure that the people in your life, that they're celebrating you. And if they're not, cut them loose. It's time. What are you waiting for? Put yourself first. Put yourself on the list. Take yourself through moments of joy. What actually brings you joy right here, right now? What? Do you like to go roller skating? Do you like to dance? Do you like to read books? Do you like to be out? Start discovering what you want for yourself, what you want for your life. What brings you joy? Are you resting enough? Are you sleeping enough? Are you caring for yourself enough? Are you eating well? I invite you to check in with yourself and ask yourself, what do you need today, right now? What do you need? I'm asking you. Please ask yourself, what do you need right now so that you can feel better, so that you feel empowered, that you feel like you're going to have hope today. If you're mourning the loss of people that you've loved, celebrate them, talk about them, remember them, because it'll bring you joy. It might bring some tears, but it's also going to Have them live. It's time. They want to live vicariously through you. What do you want to do to help them? I invite you to do amazing things for yourself, for others. It's the beautiful time of the year. It is the holiday season. The holiday season is here doing its best to lift our spirits. So, what can you do to lift your own spirits today? Drink lots of water, write yourself a poem, maybe write yourself a letter reminding you of how amazing you are, how smart you are, how talented you are, how capable you are of accomplishing anything that you set your mind to. Look at you. You're still here right now. After all the things you've been through, after all of the things that have happened to you, you are still here right now. So for that, I celebrate you. I celebrate you and I invite you to tap into whatever that is going to help you feel like the bigger, more grander version of yourself. I invite you to ask yourself, how can I celebrate me? How can I feel celebrated today? Do I want to go and hang out with some friends? Do I want to connect with a family member? What? Because it is now. Now is when you matter, right now. So take care of you right now, whatever that means. Whatever that means. If you're ready to heal the pain, if you're feeling sad, lonely, discouraged, well, let's do something about that. Let's switch that up. If you're feeling excited and vibrant, then let's share that because other people in the world need it. Do you know how many people are not feeling hopeful right now? How many people would love some encouragement? Love a little pat. So even if you don't do it for yourself, reach out to somebody else for them. Somebody you care about. Send them a nice little text. Send them a message and watch. You'll feel better. Because we feel better when we take care of other people, somehow we get taken care of. It's kind of the way it goes. So make sure that you're taking care of people who reciprocate your amazingness, for the people who celebrate you. And if you don't have those people, I invite you to start giving thanks. Giving thanks for the people who really value you, who appreciate you, who care so deeply for you. Because it is right now. Right now is the only time we have. Right now, there's really no tomorrow. There is not going to be no yesterday. All there is right now. And right now, you get to choose. You get to choose the life you want. You get to choose how you want to live it. Do you want to live it in a house that's all dirty and cluttered? I know that that's a reflection of how you feel inside. But what if you start with the outside and then magically you begin healing the inside? It has to start somewhere. I invite you to start somewhere. I invite you right now to start asking yourself, what will it take for me to be happy? What will bring me joy? What is exciting for me? What helps me feel safe? What helps me feel stable? What helps me feel loved? And then go and grab some more of that. Grab some more of all of that. And if you don't have it or don't see it, then it's the time to start manifesting it, to creating it, praying for it, calling it forward. You're the only one. You have the keys to your amazingness. And let me tell you, if I could walk again after being paralyzed, I was paralyzed in a car accident. If I could walk again, you can accomplish anything your heart desires. What is it you want? What is it you want? And you don't have to do it alone. So many of us think we have to do all this stuff alone. You don't have to do it alone. There's people like me, there's support groups, there's audio apps, there's social media. There is support. So please give yourself permission to have that support. Know that you're loved. Know that somebody appreciates you. I appreciate you. I am so grateful for all of the support that I receive, not just from YouTube, but from all of the other places in my life. But I created it. I give support, so I receive support because whatever you give, you'll get more of. So if you're ready to really be loved, then love yourself and watch yourself receive that back. It is time for you to experience joy, peace, excitement, laughter. Are you ready to have the most high vibrational time of your life? Well, you're in control of it. I invite you to start reaching out to people. Surround yourself with people who are excited about life, people who are taking action, who are doing the things, because those are the people who are going to help keep you going during those times when you don't want to. Yeah, I know those times when I don't want to get out of bed, when I don't want to answer the phone, when I'm just done. I'm done. Those are the times when I give so much thanks. I give so much thanks for the freaking people who hold me up, because nobody, I don't know anybody who gets to be freaking all bubbly and happy 24/7. We just don't. We're here having a human experience. All of us have trials and tribulations of many kinds. Other people have some things I would not want to endure. Some people tell me, oh, I would never want to be paralyzed. Well, if that was your journey, that would be your journey. God doesn't give you what you can't handle. So I guess he thought, he knew that I could handle it. So it's time for you to go out and live your best life. It's time for you to celebrate you and know that you can make the holidays whatever it is you want them to be. So if you're ready to grow through the pain, go out to Amazon and get Release Trauma to Triumph. My book on Amazon, Release Trauma to Triumph. And then you can find ways to connect with me so that I can help you achieve your best life. Happy holidays. Blessings on your day.